Hello and welcome to the Cultum Vita channel. Today I'm going to tell you how to stop hiring and promoting the wrong people and start hiring and promoting the right people. What do I mean by this? What I mean is, unfortunately, majority of people out there still hire based on really old techniques that really don't work. For example, a lot of people still say that they'll promote someone based on them being the first one in and the last one out. Look, there's nothing wrong with that, but if that person isn't actually creating content or creating numbers, then and that's what matters to your organization or to you, then you should promote that person, right? And so you need to start realigning how you think. And even if you find best practices out there, there might not actually be something that fits well with you or your organization. So you have to know yourself. And that brings me to the first part in reference to how to do this. The first part is reflection, is about knowing yourself, knowing what you're capable of, and then going out there and working with that, right? And that might mean going and, for example, and making a priority list and then putting percentiles on every priority in reference to how much energy you want to invest in each. Then that's going to give you a roadmap to be able to go out there and try to adhere those priorities to who you're hiring and who you're promoting. The second part is then understanding how to motivate them best. Okay, what does that mean? That means you listen to understand them. That means that you figure out how to motivate them. You work for them. You got to figure out how you can get the potential out, right? So if your priority is X, then how are you best going to motivate your employees to give you X, right? And the one thing I'll tell you with both these is don't judge. Just be curious, be open. You'd be surprised. You don't want to go based on something else or something that isn't right. If it's something that you value or your organization values, then great. And if it's somebody that employee you're trying to motivate values or that group values, then great. Go off of that. Once you have that, go out and try. You're going to fail. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Start small, work your way to bigger things. But it's really that simple. It's extremely hard, each of those steps, because they all have their challenges. But if you do this, you will be hiring in a way and promoting in a way that's going to adhere to your priorities, to your strength, and is going to be very effective at motivating the people that you are managing. In conjunction with that, you will only steadily get better and better in whatever industry you're in because you're trying new things and you're getting better at them. So, for example, if you start to talk to employees and you meet Fred, and you know Fred really likes to go to his kids' football match on Thursday nights, and sometimes it doesn't work out for whatever reason. If Fred finishes early, you tell him for that week, if he finishes X thing or if he gets X thing, then he can go home early on Thursday, right? And even be there before the match starts, something like that, right? And maybe that doesn't work for you, but I'm trying to give you guys the idea in reference to figure out what works for you, what you're capable of, what is available in the industry or your work environment, and then cater to the individual. If you do it that way, you will be able to promote people in a way that is based on these things that make sense to you, right? Because those people are then going to give you more and more of these things that you're creating. And maybe it's wrong, maybe it goes too far. Then you dial it back and you learn. But through this process, you're going to create an environment, and you're going to be able to then, when you go out and hire people, look for those things. And you're going to have metrics to measure those things so you can compare your employees to the people you're hiring, right? And instead of, giving people more work just because they're really good at something, which we see a lot, and promoting people that you just see because they're stressed, we're going to promote people that make sense to promote because they're excelling in a measurable, arena that is important to you, and ideally promoting from within. If your employees and you are doing a great job, I would say to first look there, because that loyalty ask is going to go way farther than I know the hopes that you have from bringing someone in. And that's it. It's that simple. Hopefully this was helpful. And if it was, please like and follow. If you think it can help someone, please forward along. It's why I do things. If you have comments, please comment below. And if you want more information, please check out the book, The Selfish Guide, or check out the website, cultumvita.com, as well as all the varying social media content everywhere. It varies. Check them all out. And stay curious, stay open, and stay true to you.